I have people come visit me here from even my own constituency, and they tell me what they're passing through. So it's not as if he does not know. He knows.
And what is he doing about it?
What he is doing is governance, good governance, which will translate to better life for the people. It's not going to be by a sudden flight. It's not a magic wand that he will wave. No. Policies that will yield over time and lead to the improvement in the lives of the people.
I wish people who are going through a lot of sufferings right now, whose lives have been turned around drastically by the economic situation in Nigeria, we understand that grammar because, well, for example, the recession and some of the hike in prices in the market, I know that you purchase stuff in the market. Sure. A lot of things have changed since the president took power 2 years ago. And the people will be asking a question. Does the APC government, for example, really living up to the bidding compared to the promises that the party made at the polls?
Things are still going to change again and change for the better. It's inexorable.
In the 4-year term, 2 years is almost done.
This year, before the end of this year, the change will be very evident.
Does the president has a master plan or a map to get Nigeria out of recession?
Oh, definitely. That goes without saying. For instance, all the prognoses have shown that Nigeria will likely exit recession this year. World Bank has said it, IMF has said it, and before those two institutions, the government itself has said it, without a blueprint.
And you know the major reason why Nigeria is said to, maybe heading out of recession. You know the major reason, isn't it?
What?
Mr. Adesina,
what?
That the oil price is a major decision on that.
Oil prices.
That which is not determined by the decision or the policies of government.
What was one of the things that sent us into recession in the first place? Oil price. So if oil price got us into recession and oil price gets us out of recession, then what are we complaining about?
People will say one of the reasons why we entered into recession is because of the slow decisions of the Buhari government. For example, it took over 6 months before President Buhari could set up a major cabinet.
We can't continue to beat that dead horse.
But you always complained about the PDP.
Let me anchor my point. It's been said by economists, by a former president, or by Olusegun Obasanjo, by so many people that Nigeria was primed for recession. That recession was inevitable, the way Nigeria had been run 2, 3, 4 years prior to the time we went into recession. Nigeria was just primed for it. There was no way it would not have happened.
So the APC government was just waiting for it to happen?
Not waiting, was just unfortunate to be on the scene when it happened. It was bound to happen.
Because a lot of people will say the APC government clearly did not look like a government that was ready for governance. Almost over a year, your government talked about how bad things were. And people will say, get to work. We know things are bad, but get to work.
It's a matter of opinion. It's a matter of opinion.
Isn't it the truth that...
No, it's a matter of opinion.
Your government talked about how bad the last administration performed.
You must talk about it. You must talk about it going forward.
But you did that for over a year.
Going forward, you will still talk about it. Because there is always a nexus between the past and the present. So it's something that we will continue to talk about. We will not talk about it as if we are mourning and bemoaning our fate. No, we will talk about it as a signpost for Nigerians to see. This is why we got to where we are. But moving forward, we will get out of it.
Speaking in terms of the Nigerian economy, for example, there are predictions and some that you have mentioned that gladdens the heart. If Nigeria gets out of the recession this year, it will gladden the heart of many people and a lot of things will change totally. But people will wonder, what exactly is the major idea of the Buhari government? If, for example, oil price does not change, it remains, for example, at $38 per barrel, what would have been the major idea of the Buhari government to get Nigeria out of recession?
It would have been self-dependence, and it is still self-dependence. Even when oil prices rise again, Nigeria under President Muhammadu Buhari will not fall into that false sense of security, of thinking that everything is all right because there is oil price is high. No, President Muhammadu Buhari is building a new economy founded on solid structures, agric, mines and steel development, and many other things. And going forward, even if oil price hits $120 per barrel or $150 per barrel, we will not take our eyes off that ball. There must be an alternative for Nigerian economy apart from oil.
One concern some people have is the rates, the foreign exchange, and particularly the value of the naira to the dollar. And people are saying that there are different rates for different group of people. And some people are even saying, I don't know such people who have that kind of opportunity, but some people say people even have access to get the dollar at a very low rate and they're benefiting from it.
I wouldn't know about that. You know that in every system, there are people that subvert system. However watertight that system is, some people know how to subvert it. But I wouldn't say for sure that it happens. All I will say is that naira to the dollar may continue to, that disparity may continue until we begin to earn foreign exchange. Because the way it is now, how do you defend your currency against the dollar and other foreign currencies? What do we sell? What do we export? The only thing we sell used to be oil. Now oil crashed. Nothing else fetches us foreign exchange. So unless we begin to earn foreign exchange through other commodities, through other products, then the situation may remain the same.
All right, then, Mr. Femi Adesina. There are, of course, several promises made by the APC government. Employment, stable power supply, boosting the economy. But how far? We seek answer right here. That's next. Jonathan.